Hey guys, Adrian here from Digital Dojos. Today we're taking a look at the Otterbox Universal Defender case for the iPhone 4 and 4S. Today I have the yellow edition here. This is actually one I got for free with a purchase of a iPhone screen that I got from a local retailer here. And these cases retail for about $20, about $19.99, and they are one of Otterbox's Defender series cases aimed at protecting your phone. You know, Otterbox is very famous for their kind of bulky yet really protective cases, and these come in multiple colors here. This is a silicone based material. It's a two-part case here. So you can see here first you have the silicone material that allows you to this is encases the phone all around. From the back here you can see it has a texture to it. If I kind of zoom in here or focus in here, you can see the Otterbox logo right there with the kind of fine great texture here. And it's made for so when you drop, kind of absorbs it. It's not it's just a silicone material with cutouts here. So you have a couple cutouts here. So if I turn it here, you have a cutout first off for your volume rocker. You have your buttons here for your this is your mute switch right in your volume rocker right here. You have these little cutouts here for the part of the case that closes. At the top, you also have cutouts for, again, the case itself and the actual headphone. And if you look closely there, you can actually see there's one for the small. This is for the headphone and the little circle for the microphone at the top of the iPhone 4 and 4S. Additionally, of course, on the back you have the cutout for the logo itself and the camera and LED light, and at the very bottom you have a cutout for your 30-pin charger connector and your left and right for your microphone and speaker. Additionally, with that, you get this little plastic material, this black plastic that snaps as one whole case to protect the iPhone in the middle of the case here. So it looks kind of crazy here and all complicated, but it takes some assembling and just nothing too crazy. It is pretty hefty. It's still, again, it's plastic. It's nothing too sturdy. But inside here you also have this felt-like material. This is actually so your phone, it stays firm and doesn't really scratch the back. It's not pure plastic scratching the actual back of your iPhone 4 here. That's where the problem with a lot of cases are. Sometimes they'll give you like a plastic encasing, but it won't have anything, may get scratched on the back, may get dirt or whatever. This nice leather thing prevents it from sliding around too much and prevents it from getting scratched in the back, etc. I probably would have opted for, if I had a choice, they only had yellow, for a different color. For cases, I believe they come in white, pink, and various other colors here. But with that, we're going to go ahead and look at the assembly of it actually on the iPhone 4S itself. Alright guys, so here you are with my iPhone 4S here. This is the white, and this is actually the white model, but I actually use the black back plate because I broke my white one here. But anyways, so the installation of the case is pretty simple. So first off, you take your two plastic parts, and you're going to go ahead and slide your phone right in here to the actual back. So you have this is on right here. And then you can take this part right here, and what you want to do is you have to snap it all the way around because you have these tabs that kind of match up. You can see that one at the top here, so I'm going to go ahead and snap all these in here. So you just kind of want to line it up. And actually at the bottom here, you want to, in the back of this, you can see that has a little nook right here for the phone to slide into. So that's what you want to do, and then you just want to push down and make sure all these tabs around, you can see the top, the sides, and the bottom meet and all match up here. So this by itself is a pretty sturdy, even though it's plastic, it's still enough to protect it from a couple of falls. The corners are very protective, and this plastic isn't really going to come undone very easily because these tabbing mechanisms right here lock in, so it's not just going to fall apart very easily here. It also adds some extra, you can see that little ruggedness there, so if it does drop on corners especially, it has these little not nooks, little nooks or protruding parts that will prevent it from hitting the exact corners, and it's pretty sturdy just with that. And then on top of that, and then you can take your silicone and then slide it in here, and then you can just lift it all around here, and then these little black parts will stick out of the cutouts here, and you just want to make sure everything matches in nicely here. And then you want to make sure it fits around the front of the frame here. Otherwise, you can see it sticks out, kind of protruding like right here, so you want to make sure everything tucks in over the little cutouts here. And once all of that matches, your case pretty much sits pretty nice. Hang on, just want to make sure everything's right here. Yeah, so once you have everything matched up, everything sits pretty nice. All the cutouts pretty much, for the most part, fit in very nicely. You can see there. doesn't look too bad. So I mean, again, I would have opted for something else in yellow. I'm not really going to use this as my day-to-day case, but it's pretty easy to install. Nothing too bad. The cameras are not in any way being blocked. The LED light's not in any way being blocked. You still have the Apple logo to kind of just represent that you have an iPhone. And everything in terms of touch functionality, nothing is protruding the screen or anything of that sort. What's also nice is you can see that's kind of a divot into the screen here. A lot of Otterboxes do this. It makes a divot, so if you dropped it flat, there's still a kind of a big space for the phone actually to hit, unless the rocks are kind of, if you drop it on something, a flat surface, it's not going to hit directly the screen. There's still that little space there to save it. I've been using this for a while. I've used it for a couple day-to-day uses. Pros, obviously, if you're looking for a case that solely protects your phone and does a good job, the Otterbox Defender series. There's a lot of these different ones, but on the cheap, this does a really, really awesome job. Again, it protects the phone by all means. It has a silicone to kind of shock absorption, and it has the plastic underneath that. While the plastic isn't the greatest material, it still does a good job corner-wise, etc. The buttons are not hard to access. The home button, power buttons are also easy to access. The cutouts are so easy to open and access your ports. So it protects, because that's, for what a case is meant to do, it does it really, really well. Otterbox is very, very popular in that. It's cheap, retailing for only $20 on Amazon. It's very, very easy to pick up, an easy case to have. And the cutouts are all precise and everything matches pretty much well here. So, it's nice that it has support for cutouts. Really nice in the fact that if you ever, like in case you drop in water, it's not waterproof, this one isn't, but it does in a way protect those ports from getting dirt or any sort of liquid in it, unless, obviously you get submerged in liquid or anything of that sort. So, again, pros, if you're looking just for sole protection, you're going to get, really good protection out of this case. Now, cons, style-wise, it's not, the nicest looking thing. Again, maybe it's because mine's in yellow, but it does add a little bit of bulk, and I should say a lot of bulk to your actual iPhone. Again, it adds that extra plastic surface and then adds the silicone surface, so it does kind of make it a little bit heftier in your pocket and heftier as a phone overall. But again, if you're not one for appearance, it doesn't really matter. And it's kind of flimsy in terms of silicone. The cutouts are nice and all, but as you can see here, I don't know if you can really see, they're not perfect size cutouts, because again, this is only silicone, so over time silicone gets damaged and stuff like that. It'll still fit, it just kind of doesn't, again, it's appearance wise, it doesn't look that great. Other than that, it works really nice. Again, if you're into style and if you don't really want a bulky case to add into your pocket, then this may not be for you. But again, it's only $19, so if you're looking for a nice Otterbox case to defend your phone, this is definitely one to check out. Again, guys, this is the Otterbox Defender series. Overall, on out of 10, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It doesn't offer really ridiculous, crazy features, but as a case, it does a good job of being a case, and that's, again, why we buy cases for our phones to protect our phones, and on that scale, it does a great job. So check it out, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to head over to digitaldojos.com for more reviews and technology news and tutorials. Thanks a lot for watching.